legendary Mansa Musa, the wealthiest ruler of the Mali Empire who ever lived. Kareem was a humble soul, raised in a quiet village far from the public eye. Although he came from a lineage of unparalleled wealth and influence, Kareem shunned fame and fortune. Instead, he dedicated himself to studying his ancestors' history, quietly nurturing a vision for a better Africa. As he grew, Kareem's desire to see Africa prosper intensified. He saw the richness of the continent, the resources, the talents, and the diversity of its people. He also saw the struggles, corruption, and poverty that many nations faced. Though he kept a low profile, he tirelessly worked to understand the challenges that had held Africa back from realizing its full potential. One evening, during his studies of ancient manuscripts in his family's old library, Kareem came across a scroll written by Mansa Musa himself. It was a message to his descendants. If Africa should falter, let my bloodline rise with strength, wisdom, and unity to restore its greatness. Use the wealth of your heart, mind, and resources to bring justice and prosperity to your people. For the first time, Kareem felt the full weight of his lineage. He realized that he had a calling to fulfill his ancestors' dream to restore Africa's greatness. But he knew he couldn't do it alone. He needed to begin somewhere, and after much reflection, he decided to start in Ghana, a nation with a rich history and the potential to lead Africa toward a brighter future. Kareem arrived in Ghana quietly, dressed not as a wealthy man, but as an ordinary traveler. He spent months getting to know the people, understanding their challenges and listening to their aspirations. He marveled at Ghana's resources and was moved by the resilience of its people. Kareem knew he had found the place to start his mission. Through his research, Kareem discovered that Ghana was on the brink of a significant transformation. One name kept recurring among the people as a beacon of hope: Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Dr. Bawumia, the vice president, was a visionary leader advocating for technological advancement, economic growth, and development. Kareem recognized that Dr. Bawumia was the right man to lead Ghana into a new era of prosperity, but he would need the support of a united Ghana to succeed. The gathering of leaders. Kareem knew that unity was Africa's greatest strength, but also its greatest challenge. To achieve his vision, he needed to bring together Ghana's traditional leaders, political figures, and stakeholders. He began by meeting with the chiefs and queen mothers, showing them respect and honoring their traditions. He shared his lineage, connecting it to the powerful legacy of African leadership and inviting them to be part of a historic transformation. Next, Kareem approached the business leaders, educators, and youth advocates. He spoke of a united Africa, led by a prosperous Ghana, and invited them to support Dr. Bawumia's vision for development. Finally, he reached out to political leaders from all sides, reminding them that Ghana's success depended on their collaboration and commitment to a shared future. The Grand Assembly. With all the leaders of Ghana gathered in Accra, Kareem took the stage, his voice steady and filled with conviction. He shared the message of his ancestor Mansa Musa, a call for prosperity, justice, and unity. He spoke of Dr. Bawumia's plan for transforming Ghana into a developed nation, and the importance of rallying around a shared vision for the future. Ghana is destined to be a beacon for Africa, a land where prosperity and unity flourish, Kareem declared. But for this vision to succeed, every leader, every citizen, must support this mission with all their strength. Dr. Bawumia has the vision, the intelligence, and the dedication to lead us, but he cannot do it alone. A pledge of unity. Moved by his words, the traditional leaders pledged to support Dr. Bawumia, vowing to unite their communities under a shared goal. The business leaders committed resources and training programs to support the development of high-income skills and digital transformation. The political leaders, inspired by Kareem's call, promised to work across party lines to ensure a stable and progressive government. The beginning of a new Ghana. With the commitment of Ghana's leaders secured, Kareem finally approached Dr. Bawumia, who embraced him as a brother in the quest for a prosperous Ghana. Together, they set forth on a plan to transform the nation, focusing on economic empowerment, technological advancement, and job creation. As the years passed, Ghana underwent a profound transformation. transformation. Roads, schools, hospitals, and digital hubs appeared across the country, and the youth flourished with new opportunities and training in modern skills. Ghana's economy soared, attracting investors from around the world, and the people experienced unprecedented prosperity. The legacy of Mansa Musa fulfilled. 4 years later, Ghana stood as a developed nation, a symbol of African strength and unity. Kareem's mission had brought together Ghana's leaders and people, uniting them under a vision for a brighter future. In his heart, Kareem knew that his ancestor, Mansa Musa, would be proud. The story of Ghana's transformation echoed throughout Africa, inspiring other nations to follow suit. And as for Kareem, he continued his journey, bringing his message of unity and progress to the far corners of Africa, honoring his ancestors' legacy and fulfilling a promise that had been passed down through generations.